both Williams in 1985 peer-reviewed article and Dr. Campbell in a 1994 book, Beware the Talking Cure, go through extensive research history describing the way in which the process of psychotherapy can be directed merely by the theories of the clinician. If we examine the essential hypothesis of the Freudians, it's based upon these difficulties that occur in early childhood. You know, my parents, toilet trained me poorly, or I had some sort of repressed sexual need for my parent or something of that nature. If you look at what Scar had to say, the review of the relevant literature finds that there's only a modest relationship between early childhood experience and later development.
Psychological testing in the courts.
Basically, there are two broad categories of psychological tests that most frequently find their way into the courtroom. These two types are objective and subjective psychological tests. Objective psychological tests are so named because they utilize standardized administration procedures, they use a protocol for scoring, and they're scored in a standardized fashion, and the scores are compared against a large normative population. Subjective psychological tests almost always have little or no place in forensic applications. Non-psychologists who use psychological tests and attempt to interpret them often extend themselves far beyond the limits of their competency.